Hi, everyone. It's Dawn Fisher of Morning Glory Needleworks. Welcome to my 72nd FlossTube video and the last one for 2024. Welcome, welcome. As always, I'm going to go through my little talk. Um, all links are posted in the description or comments section. You just have to scroll down to get all of it. I also break my videos into chapters, so each section I talk about will have its own chapter, and you can just click on the timestamp, and it will take you directly to that section of the video, but I hope you watch it all. I also, all the links are there to Morning Glory Needleworks Etsy site, Instagram, Stitch of the Month Facebook group. I've had a few new people join. Thank you. Welcome. Morning Glory Needleworks Facebook page, Buy Me a Coffee, bio link, which has all the links. And I think that's it this time. So it's the 15th of December, 2024. I have some fun things to talk about, so I'm going to get going here. The first thing I wanted to talk about is just my usual life update. So life's pretty good. I've been busy this week. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Uh, Everything's going well, except of course the elevator is still out in my condo. They did order the part, they got it in, they installed it, and the elevator worked about 15 minutes and then stopped working because it needs another part that goes with the part they ordered. But they didn't order the other part because they didn't know if they would need it. So now we're not going to have an elevator for till sometime next week again. So the parts in California again. I don't know why they can't FedEx these parts, but I'm going to calm down. And it's good exercise for me to go up and down 2 flights of stairs. Luckily, I don't have to go out that much. Um, I try not to, I haven't been buying a lot of groceries or anything. I do have to get some more kitty litter. It's just, I'm too old to be carrying all that stuff up 2 flights of stairs. It's not bad. Going down isn't bad, but it's carrying all the stuff up that's a challenge. And yes, I have a wagon that walks upstairs, but that's not as easy as it sounds. I did finally break down and do my laundry because that's on the second floor. I only had to go down 1 flight, but I'm too old to be carrying a laundry basket up and down stairs. Anyway, so I'm hoping next time I do a video of my elevator or the elevator again. I know a lot of other people aren't happy either because we're old. All of us in here are old. So other than that, that's it. That's other than what I'm going to talk about next, because that's been the fun stuff that's gone on over the last week. So the next thing I want to talk about is it's that time of year. I attended 3 holiday parties in the last week. I think that's my record for holiday parties in 1 week. I don't think I even usually attend that many, like the whole month of December. So it was kind of fun to have something to look forward to every couple of days. So on Monday, I attended the Sarasota chapter of EGA, their holiday party that did not involve stitching, but it was a really good time and it was kind of nice. It was at the Venice Country Club. So it was a little bit of a drive for me, but it wasn't bad. We had some yummy food. Um, we got a few little nice gifts, and there was a wonderful performance by Ring Sarasota, which is a handbell ensemble, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was interesting. Not only did they play, they stopped and talked and told us more about how they played and what they played, how they got into it, how long they had been playing. It wasn't the whole group because um, we were in a like a smaller room. There was about 20 of us there, so it was a nice small room, beautiful room. But so they only had, I think there was 8 of them there, but it was lovely. It was really, really nice, and it was fun to learn about it because I'd always wondered. At the end, they answered more questions. They walked around, let us try the bells and the chimes that they had. So it was really a lot of fun. They were also recruiting members, which I did not volunteer to become. to play the handbells, although I think it would be kind of fun. It looked interesting. I just don't need anything else to do at this time. So that was a good time. And then on Thursday, I went to another holiday party at a friend's house, my friend Jenny Massini, and there was quite a few of us there. It was several different stitching groups she belongs to that she invited over. I think there was probably at least 20 people there, but it was nice. She had different tables and little areas set up for all of us. We got to you know meet a lot of new people, talk to a lot of new people. The food was great. We got to sit and stitch. And then we had a nice luncheon. People had brought food, which was all delicious and yummy. And she made punch. I haven't had punch in years. And this was so good. I drank like 3 of the little cups of it because it was so yummy. It had pineapple juice and Sprite and sherbet and something else, but it was just yummy. I don't know. I haven't had, like I said, I haven't had punch in years, especially not that punch, that type of punch. But anyway, it was a great time. We stitched, then we had lunch, and then we sat and stitched some more. So it was a really nice time. I just brought a small project because I didn't want to bring any of um, my big samplers, that take up so much room and have big frames. So I'm working on a new name tag for the Tudor Rose Sampler Guild that I'm in. When I joined last time, for next year, they had a free pattern on their website. So I downloaded that. I've been working on that. So that was a really fun time. And then on Saturday, I went to the Sunshine State Stitchers holiday party, which was like a 1-day retreat. It was at a Holiday Inn, not too far. It was in Largo, so it took about 25 minutes to get there. Um, there was about 30 other stitchers, so it was a really nice time. We had a great time. We just celebrating the holidays and stitching. We had a fun lunch, and then we had cupcakes for dessert in the afternoon. She had brought muffins and bagels and coffee for morning. This is with Ann Williamson of Sunshine State Stitchers. You might want to join that Facebook group if you're in the Florida area. She has a lot of retreats throughout the year, but this was just like a 1-day holiday party. There was an ornament exchange, which I did not participate in, but it's always fun to watch and see what ornaments people made and got. There was wonderful door prizes. Let me unbury them with everything else I have here. So I won a door prize. Again, I was very lucky. Sometimes I don't win anything. So this was really fun. I'm sure most of you have seen these bags, these vinyl bags that you can stitch on. Well, I got the bag and I'll bent up the pattern. So you stitch right on the bag with pearl cotton. So it's a nice large bag. And then all of us at our places also got a small version of this red bag. And I think this pattern will fit right on there. It says joy in case you can't read it. And then there's another little pattern for a fob also. I don't know. Oh, they show this is it stitched and there's the little fob. So that's fun, especially because now I have 2 matching bags and I won the fall one at another retreat. So that, it was fun. Everybody, you always need more project bags. Also, there was a few goodies at the table. This is another little cute little bag we got. You can keep little goodies in it, very Christmassy. So that was like a gift from Anne. Trying to see what else I got here. I also got the usual wonderful bags of candy. This had some peppermint sticks in it, and there's a little bit of candy, but most of it has disappeared. I don't know. I think it was the cats. I also got this cute little Christmas. It's like a keychain, or you can use it as a scissor fob. So that was from Lori PE. Thank you, Lori. It was good to see you again. This this bag was from Melody, friend Melody. And Jean brought a wonderful bag of candies. As you can see, this was kind of full and now it's kind of not. It was Daisy. So I've been munching on those. She got good stuff in there, Lint and Ghirardelli. And then another friend that we stitch with, she's been stitching with us in our other group, which we used to stitch at the library, and now we're stitching at a church. So, but she made us these wonderful notebook covers. This is great. You can take it off, and then it's got this little blank notebook in there. So when this is full, I love notebooks. Even though I put most stuff on my phone, it's always good to have something somewhere just to write something down. So anyway, but I just thought these were so cute. She made these for everybody. So thank you, Karen, for that. And oh wait, I got one. I know I got more stuff, but if it was candy, it's gone. Thank you, but it's gone. I don't sit and eat it all at once, but it tends to disappear. This is a real cute little candle, just real cute little candle. So it's just fun, to get a bunch of little Christmas gifts. I should have saved them to open on Christmas because I've changed my plans. I'm staying home now for Christmas. I'm not going out to Phoenix, so I'll have to go buy me some presents and wrap them up. So I have something to open on Christmas morning. Maybe the cats will buy me something. So anyway, that was my whole week of holiday parties. So that got me in the spirit. I have another group, the library / church group. We're meeting next Saturday, just our regular monthly meeting. It's not really a party, but it'll still kind of be in the holiday spirit. So that'll be a good time the Saturday before Christmas to see everybody again, and wish them a happy holidays, all the people that are going to be there. So that was it. It was, like I said, it was a great week for me. It got me out of the house, and got me going besides just going to the grocery store or the pet store or whatever. So it was good. It was a lot of fun just to get out and see everybody and celebrate. So now for this FlossTube, I decided to share some more of my vintage sewing kits. I'm not going to show what I've been working on. I'm working on 2 different projects, but there isn't much to see because they're tiny and they take a long time. But I just wanted to show, I'm going to show some vintage sewing kits and then some of my antique samplers. So I was going through some of my supplies or my boxes again. I may be selling some of these. I am trying to downsize. So these are just some really cool little vintage sewing kits. There's this one. It may be Bakelite. I'm not sure, but it's plastic. And the center comes out and these are like travel kits. So there's, your basic colors of thread, gray, white or off-white, tan, pink, and black. And then the top of this comes off. I had it off earlier. And it holds it holds needles. I don't know if you can see I need to put that down so I don't drop it, but it's got needles inside of it. So this one actually has some needles. They actually look in pretty good shape. So there's that one. And I have another one, but it's kind of stuck closed and I don't want to damage it. It's the same basic premise. I think this one probably had a base on it at one time, and it may not have. I don't know. This doesn't come off. So this one will actually stand up. And some do, some don't. The base doesn't come off as far as I can tell. But I tried to take this out and it's stuck. I think there's some thread out and I don't want to damage it. So I'm just kind of leaving it in there, but you can see how it's going to look. And this one also has the little top nubbin that comes off, maybe. I don't know. There we go. Oh my goodness. This one's, there. I don't think, this one has needles. I don't want to spill them. This one has needles in it also. So I'm going to tuck that back in there, put the lid back on, but this one's really pretty. It almost looks like wood, but it's a plastic, and it may be Bakelite or something. I'm not sure. Same with the other, but it's old, obviously. Let's see. This is different. This one, it looks like a bullet, but it's actually a little wooden sewing kit. And it's got these sweet little flowers painted on it. And this, I don't know why it has a metal top on it. Anyway, this opens up, comes off. This one's really interesting. So it has these little spools of thread, and they're so shiny, they almost look like silk. Again, it's got the same premise of all the different colors, but you can see it's got this little opening in the metal collar. So you take it around to the opening and then you can take the spool of thread off. See, it's got the little nubs in the end that hold it in place. And then you just turn it, and then you can get the other different color of thread. So it's very interesting. So, and this one, no, I was thinking, I think that just cuts your thread. It's kind of, there you go. Focus. It's like two pieces of metal. It doesn't come out. So I'm thinking you might be able to just use that to cut your thread. But I don't know if this had a thimble with it at one time. It does not have one now. And this is how I bought it. But I just thought that was a really interesting design. I've not seen that design inside of a sewing kit before. Usually they're like the little spools of thread, the row of them, like this one. This is another wood one. It's marked Japan on the back. It's got some pretty little flowers on it. And again, the lid just lifts off, and it's got a thimble in it. And then you pull it out, and there's your little spools of thread. I think this probably, holds needles. See the needle there? It holds needles in it. And then the thimble just keeps the needles from falling out. But this one just has the white, black, and tan thread. And so that just slides back in there. And then the top fits very tightly on top. I have thread hanging out. That's okay. Next, there's this one, which is really interesting. Now, this one probably is Bakelite. I'm not sure. The top, I haven't tested any of these. The top unscrews. And so it's a thimble. So you can wear that. Then this one's really interesting. Unfortunately, it's got some little damage to it. And that's how I bought it. And then it has this, here's your spools of thread. Obviously, it was well used. And then this one, the top unscrews. And I'm going to lose that. You can see it. There's needles in there. Put it over here. There. There's, so it holds needles in there. And are you ready for this? This is the best part. Inside this tube, I pulled it out, but there's this little pair of snippers. So you take this, and these snippers have a screw on the end, and they just screw into that hole to make them easier to use. And if you can see, there's a little latch there. So they're sharp. They're still in really good shape. I could use these. They're very clean. I'm trying to get them more focused. Very clean, very sharp little scissors. So, but I just think it's cool that they have this to make it easier to use them, that they screw into that. So you just tighten that back down, flip that back over, unscrew it from this, take your case. I have lots of threads hanging out on this one. And then you put your scissors inside the case and put your thimble back on top and screw it down. So everything's right there. I love that it has the pair of scissors in it. Speaking of scissors, this is another cool one. Very mid-century modern looking, I would say. So you take the top off here, this little black top unscrews slowly. Okay. And then you can, it worked earlier. Oh, the center part has to come out. The center part got pushed way down in there. There we go. This little center part comes out. Actually, you can just pull it out. Again, you can see it could be an awl. And I don't think this, no, it does. It has needles in it. So that holds your needles. And you can put that top back on. Then you can pull your little scissors out. And again, cut your threads. These aren't in as good a shape. And then on this side, it's a plastic thimble. It looks metal, but it's just been painted. So it's plastic. You take that off. And again, here's your thread. Who thinks of this stuff? I love this one too. It's just so, it just looks so mid-century modern to me. So I put that back in. I put that back on. Then you just put the scissors back in here. They slide in there. You kind of pull them apart a little bit. And then this goes down inside there. Isn't that just the coolest thing? Again, you've got your scissors. Some of these other ones are cool, but they don't have scissors. So there's a couple ingenious ways that they've made these wonderful little travel sewing kits. Every woman had one in her purse back in the day. So that's it for all these cool little sewing things that I've found during repacking and unpacking and getting stuff out of storage. I found some other things that I want to talk about next time, but or another time. I'm trying to keep it all the same. Now, next. These patterns, I decided to show you some of my Redwork samplers. I just have a few here, like 3, but I wanted to show them to you. In the last one I'm going to show you, you can kind of get an idea of how they were started. So here is one. Now, the 2 I'm going to show are by the same girl. I do not have her name. Oh, no, this isn't that one. This is a different one. So anyway, this one here, it's kind of folded up. It's been in storage. This is the way I got it. This one is actually for sale right now in my store, in my Etsy shop. Not the sampler itself, but the design, the pattern. This is Redwork, and she has some blue and a little bit of tan in there, and a couple of other colors. You can see there was some damage here. It looks like it got some rust on it. You can see how the fabric has eaten away by the rust, but it's all brown around it. Here, if you want to see how. See, their samplers weren't always that neat on the back either. Not bad, but not bad. Not that neat. But this one, like I said, I don't have the girl's name, but I bought this with another sampler, and they are both available, the reproductions, in my Etsy shop. And I call them Mama Samplers 1 and Mama Sampler 2. This is number 2. And I call them that because with the samplers, there was a sweet little note that said, Mama stitched these when she was a little girl. And I have the information is in the pattern in with the chart too. And I just thought that was really sweet. I wish they would have had names or something else that would have said who stitched it, because there's no name, no date. So this is another sampler I have in my collection, and you can see this is on, it's very long and skinny, and it's got the big lobster on the end. You see that? Yeah, the lobster, there's a couple of lobsters. This one, or is that, no, that might be flowers. It's hard, no, that's flowers. It's hard to tell because it's white. It's white on white. There's her little motif she added. There's some ships. Like I said, it's hard to see. There's another flower. I do not have this one charted yet. And this one obviously is not done. So you can see how it was worked. Now, it's hemmed across the top. You can see how it was just folded over and hemmed. So this end is a selvage. And she even stitched right into the selvage. If you've ever seen the selvage on linen, it's not easy to stitch on. So, and this part is hem stitched. You can see the stitching there, the hem stitching, and the other end. All the sides are hem stitch except the end with the selvage. But you can see the wonderful alphabets she used, and obviously this is where she stopped. I don't know why. We don't know what happened. Maybe she grew up, got busy with something else, moved on to a different project. We all have that. But this is a sweet sampler. I need to reproduce this one also. That almost looks like her name may have been Anne, because that's an A and an N. And that looks like it'd be another N, except it's separated. But sometimes they just did initials also. But this is kind of a pretty little alphabet. But anyway, this, I like that it's real wide and skinny. But it may have, well, I don't know. I'm going to say it may have been bigger at one time, but this is probably where she started it with the alphabet here. And she's got the cross. They did that a lot. They put a cross at the beginning of their stitching. And also with the cross and this A, they are done in marking stitch, which is reversible. So see, it's a square on the back. And this up here also is, because they marked their linens with their initials when they sent them out to be washed or just to keep track of them. And they did them in the marking stitch, so it looked nice on the back instead of just a bunch of stitches. It looked more finished. Of course, usually it's done a little better than this when you're working on actual linens. I do have a pillowcase somewhere that has a name and initial or initials on it. And a lot of times they were numbered, like initials and number 1, number 2. So anyway, I just thought Redwork samplers are really popular right now. I thought this would be fun to share. Again, I don't know when this one was done. It's not real fine. And then this one was started and never finished, and she didn't get very far. But you can see how wide this is. Now this is the entire width of the piece of linen. This is how wide the linen was, because both ends are selvage, and she stitched right next to the selvage, and then the top and bottom are hem stitched again, just folded over and tacked down. So this would have been a very lovely large sampler also, but the fabric is very stiff. This is not, it may have been a scrap of a sheet or something, or a dish towel, because it's very heavy, and you can see it's very tightly woven. I don't know what the count is on this. It looks like somewhere around maybe 30. I'm not sure. I would have to get out something and measure it. But I just thought it would be interesting to show for those of you that have started projects and not finished them. I probably have a few things sitting around that look just like this. They're not this wide maybe, because this is really wide. She was probably working in hand with this. So here, I'll show you the back also so you can, whoops, that's the front, but that's the back. So again, not the Not the neatest, but if you're practicing just little borders and designs to decorate towels, and they did, like I said, like kitchen towels and things. And this is what this feels like to me. If you've ever had one of those, it says PP24 at the bottom. If you've ever had those hand towels that we used to embroider on, it's kind of like that. It's a very heavy, heavy fabric. So that's it for my few little Redwork samplers. I have another one also, but that's it for now. I wanted to keep it kind of short because everybody's really busy, and I just had so many fun things I wanted to talk about. It's been a good week, seeing everybody and all my friends and getting all these little treats and candy and stuff like that. So again, as always, thank you to everybody who has liked and subscribed. Like I said, I've gotten a few new subscribers. I'm very happy with that. Please comment on what you liked, what else you would like to see. Be sure to subscribe to be notified of when the next video is posted. They are usually posted on the 1st of the month and the 15th of the month. I do that because on the 1st of the month, I do a new stitch of the month. So don't forget to show photos of your stitch of the month sampler or anywhere you've used some of the stitches. I would love to see them. Be sure and tag me in the photos. Show me any of your progress on a stitch a day. Let me know if there's some stitches you would like to learn. I've actually learned a few new ones recently. Any other sewing items you would like some information on right now? I know I moved 6 months ago, but a lot of my books are still packed away. I've been a little busy, so a lot of my books are not so available, but I will be happy to research something if you have something you would like me to try and find out more about. I'm in some groups that I can ask questions and find out. A lot of knowledgeable people out there. So as always, all the links are posted at the end. So that's it for this FlossTube. I will see you on the 1st of January, 2025. Can you believe that? Along with starting a new Stitch of the Month sampler. I have a big long piece of linen that I've been doing my Stitch of the Month sampler on. So this is 2022, 2023, 2024. I'll be using this for a few years yet. So 2025 is next, and all these stitches will be posted in the Stitch of the Month Facebook group. So not only am I going to have a new Stitch of the Month for the new 2025 sampler, I am hoping to have a wonderful surprise for everybody, or exciting news anyway. So I'm very, if I can get everything going, I'm excited about this, something new that I'm going to talk about. So be sure to watch on the 1st, and have a wonderful holiday, however you celebrate, whatever you celebrate, even if you don't celebrate. Have a wonderful holiday and enjoy the rest of the season. And I will see you again on January 1st. Thanks again. Bye.